Well, good morning, everybody. It's me, Aint. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Morning Fix Shit Show Hour with me, Aint, Keisha, whatever you want to call me. How's everyone doing? Oh, we should do an introduction like Macho would do it. It is a amazing 37 degrees here in Seattle, Washington on this, what is today? Thursday? Thursday morning. How is everyone doing? We have to do our good mornings, right? So let's see if I can remember how to use this. Just so you guys know, Macho's an asshole for leaving me here alone. Just so everybody knows. Good morning, Christina. How are you? See, look at I know how to do this. Good morning, Snowman. How are you? This is kind of fun. I think I'm liking this. It's just us. Oh my goodness. Like, good morning, Brian. How are you? See, look, I got it. I can do this. I can do this. Eric, good morning. How are you? Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I can't see like other people, other places. So, Katie, Katie, my superhero Katie, good morning. Let's see. Laura, good morning. Good morning. I have to scroll. Sorry, you guys. If I miss you, please forgive me. Okay. Did I say good morning to you? Good morning. Okay. Did I get everybody? All right. So, I'm looking. Hold on. Oh, and how can I not forget my favorite human, Mr. AJ Rantroom himself? We'll just leave this here because he's letting us know to eat meat, and we all know he doesn't eat meat. We all know that. I see Glow's here. Is Glow here? Oh yeah. Hi, Glow. I see you. Okay. Anyways, welcome, welcome, and welcome. Can everybody hear me? I don't even know if you can hear me. I hear myself, but I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna give you guys like 2 seconds of my life right now. And we're going to talk about these incredibly shitty elections. So let's have this talk, which is kind of interesting. So I was talking to Macho yesterday because I told him I was going to do this, and he was trying to give me like all this information on how I should do it, and I explained to him that I'm not doing it his way because I'm not him. So if he wants it done his way, he can come on here and do it his way himself. So with that being said, um, I do want to talk about the elections. I'm not fighting with videos. I'm not doing all that because God only knows what would happen if I tried to switch between videos and all of that. And if the producer is not going to be here, then shame on him. So, as we all know, Florida, Texas, they got it right. They know what they're doing over there. Here in Washington, not so much. Looks like good old Patty Murray's coming back after being in office for 30 years and doing absolutely nothing. Nothing. I'm being basic this morning. I'm I'm sitting close right now so I can see you guys' comments. Um, yes, I did see in Arizona. I don't know what's going on in Arizona. I don't know if it's all those lame Californians that have moved there and screwed it all up. But yeah, Carrie better pull this out. Oh, North Carolina, you guys got it right? Yeah, I can say for me personally in Washington, because I live here, um, I don't know. I'm struggling with the fact that people don't want change. I'm struggling with the fact that people are okay with being continuously fucked by the government the same way they've been fucked this entire time. And so, um, it's been an interesting feat to see. So, like, Oregon, um, California, New York, Washington. I don't know how anyone would want to keep what they have. Like nothing is good there, especially New York, California. I mean, these people are bumping their heads. It's got to be the water. It's in the air. Tennessee's still good. I don't know where everyone lives. Oh, Brian seems to think that it looks like there's more red in Washington. No. It's what you see red has always been red. It's the fact that the largest counties, King County, Pierce County, is extremely blue. And that's why we keep losing. And the fact that you can't vote in person in Washington state is, I believe, another problem. So, like, we won't have, like, the final count until, like, Friday. Yes, we know, Christina, Illinois is a joke. You guys are right up there with it. I did see this video, which it was one video that I wanted to play, but like I said, I'm afraid to even try it. So let's just talk about, since we're talking about house seats, right? Let's talk about that. What did AJ say? Everyone is always agreeing with AJ. What is he saying? Like, why are you guys agreeing with him? Oh, we got the house. Oh, I should highlight AJ. Let's highlight AJ. Look at that. We got the House and the Senate, mission accomplished. Yeah, so I was just gonna actually look at that to see where we stood, because we're gonna have the runoff in Georgia, which was very interesting. I'm sure no one thought Herschel Walker could even give anyone a run for their money. So that in itself was extremely interesting. So we'll get a runoff there. Sorry, I have to get to the bottom. And then, yeah, Pelosi is out. So speaking of Pelosi, who do we think? No, Georgia. I don't, is there a runoff in Colorado? Let's pull it up. Look, I have my other laptop here. I have to have 2 laptops to do this because I'm not sitting at my desk. Um, who do we think will be the House rep? Let's look. Let's pull up. Because that's, I think, what I'm more interested with as well. Let's see. Let's pull up a map. Oh, AJ, how are you? Can you hear me?
Check. Mic check.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you guys hear AJ? Let's see if they can hear
I
you.
can't hear me.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. You may not be plugged in.
Oh, wait. I'm low. I'm really low. I hear myself now.
Oh, okay. You guys can't hear him. They say they can hear you, AJ. Well, welcome to the show. Sorry, you called in on my phone and I was thinking, who's calling me? But it's Mr. Rant Room himself. Welcome, AJ.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
AJ is already speaking live. What would you like to add to our conversation as we look at this map and see what's going on around the world?
Well, all I know is when I go live after this, I'm going to have a lot of fun roasting the people that came into my live yesterday saying, Red Wave, ha, ha, ha. What are you talking about? Ha, ha, ha. Your president's going to be a lame duck for the next year and a half. Fuck out of here. We're good. Have a great one. That's all I wanted. I don't care. A majority is a majority. Even if it's 3 seats, it may not be 10 seats, but it's a majority.
It is the majority. It did make a change, but Macho and I were talking, and he brought up something kind of interesting. Why didn't the red wave happen? Right. So can you guys hear him better now? Because they said that it was low, and I think I turned you up. Here's the problem, you guys. I have this thing called a soundboard. I have no idea how to use it, so I probably should have had Macho show me how to do that. Like, I have no idea how to use it. Anyways, this is a hot mess, but it's okay. I told him I'm probably gonna burn down the entire show before he gets back, but it's cool. So he was saying he's probably gonna not want me to be on here. I told him not to come and look. But anyways, as I was saying, is I think that he said in 2026 we had a message that worked. So now in 2022, the message is not quite working. So what do we think we need to change and do for 2024? AJ.
I wasn't on the red wave bandwagon, so I mean, if that's how y'all look at it, I was like, look, we need a chamber. That's all. I'm playing politics. I'm not playing I give a fuck how many seats we got. I'm playing, okay, can we control this dementia monkey in the Oval Office? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't give a damn if we flip 90 seats or 5 seats. If we got enough to get a majority, I'm cool. Now, when people see the problem with the red wave thing is the reason why I couldn't get on board with it, because I don't know what actual work is being done on the ground.
Right.
So you don't know. Like I could say red wave all fucking day, but if I am not clear how these people are actually moving in their respective districts, so I don't know. So I can't say that it's going to be a red wave because I don't. The polling's great, but it's you can't use that as the holy grail. It's just a good barometer to measure certain metrics, but it's not to be like, yeah, we're gonna seal this race. No, no. I'm pumping brakes because you still don't know until people show up. Now,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
so I don't understand how people are bitching that MAGA's dead and MAGA's over, and I do not understand if 219 Trump candidates won and 16 lost. Where the fuck is that a loss for Trump? Where's that a loss?
I agree with you, but the thing is they will find any way to try to make him look bad, right? So, like, we'll talk about this day. So, like, people are saying, PA failed miserably. I mean, I was no fan of Emmett Oz. Let's just be clear, okay? Like, stop it. But
Well,
I would have elected, the trash man at that point. Like, it didn't matter to me over this guy. Like, now there's another person who can't put sentences together. Like, I'm not
well,
underst
the problem, well,
Go ahead.
the problem with Oz is he's not the people, and
Right.
so that was a big mistake. And I knew, like, you going for big names. Don't go for big names. You need an average Joe from Pennsylvania who talks like they talk, who's
Mhm.
greasy like they greasy, loves the Eagles, will put on a Steelers jersey if they have to. And that's the type of person you want. You don't
Right.
want, some polished Hollywood celebrity person coming in to represent your state. Because first of all, it's inauthentic as fuck. It's like, who are you and where did you come from? And so I knew it was a bad idea. I knew the optics was bad. Even though Trump endorsed him, the people of Pennsylvania was still like, no, we don't want this. So it was like that's what that was in terms of Pennsylvania. So yeah, they're gonna vote for the motherfucker with half his brain left, and then even voted for a dead person. So Pennsylvania, we got a lot of questions there anyway.
A
But
lot of
it's just like,
questions.
how do
Yeah.
you not know that the person you voted for is dead? Like they've literally been dead for months. Like they didn't just die, 2 minutes before the election. They died a while ago.
Well, and
And
but it does say a lot about that state that they would just elect anything and anyone, like you say, even a dead person. They're just so out of touch and far removed. But I mean, the Eagles are giving them that delusion. So, that's kind of what's happening right now there. So, I mean, I kind of understand because they're like in fantasy land. They seem to be but that's for Monday. We'll save that for Monday. But
Jesus
let's talk
Christ.
about it. So, like, in the House, we flipped 16 seats.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
just saying.
God.
Okay, we'll just stop it. Um, look, AJ, we have to
Go
behave
ahead.
ourselves, okay? Because if Macho was here, he would not allow it. But we can have our moment of whatever. Because
I just don't understand people. But go ahead, go ahead.
yeah.
Keep talking.
So we flipped 16 seats in the House,
Mm-hmm.
and we lost one seat in the Senate. Um, and then we lost two governors, but we still have 24. They have 22. There's 210 reps in the House and 192 Dems, and then 48 and 48 in the Senate. So,
Okay.
so
Well,
we have we have a runoff. So if Herschel can pull that off, then that'll be another seat in the Senate. Um,
damn libertarians disrupting the process. I love it though.
you
But
know what? It's interesting because I was just kind of looking. So, like I was saying earlier, there's a gentleman I think was running for the Senate in Louisiana, um, and he was saying that from all those counties, he named off all the counties in Louisiana that were like majority black, and he named off the amount of people that were in the city and then how many people voted, right? And it was
Mhm.
literally zero. He got like 16% of the vote.
Wow.
And he said basically what he was saying was, how are you as black people complaining, but yet you're not even voting? How do you
That
think, how do you think it's going to get better if you don't even turn up and vote? So if all of those people have voted, he would have won. If 50% more would have voted, he would have won. He literally got 16% of the vote. It was crazy. And
wow.
yeah, insane. So here in Washington, I think there's like 7.8 million people, and like
Mhm.
only 2 million people voted.
Wow,
So if you,
that's
yeah, so if you look at,
that's telling.
what'd you say, AJ?
I said that's telling.
Yes, very telling. So if you look at Texas, if you look at Florida, the amount of people who turned up and voted is huge.
Hell yeah, we
So
was gonna say that.
right. So now the question becomes, how do you get people to be more optimistic, more enthusiastic, believe that if they vote, we can have change to do it?
Mm. I would have to know like the personality of that region, like in Washington State. I don't know the personality, so I don't know like what.
The personality is multiple.
Yeah, so like what would be like, well, like
I'm sorry.
like what type of person politically would resonate with those type of people? I don't really interact with a lot of Washinganders, is that what y'all called? I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
so I don't like just terms like the personality, like what vibe and what would someone need to bring to the table for y'all, for folks to listen and then for folks to turn up. So it's like I don't know. I would have to know the personality of your particular region, and then this is the time to regroup, figure
Right.
out what worked, what didn't work. Um, we know no big names unless the big name is in that area is beloved already.
Right.
Then it's fine, okay. But who the hell is Oz? Like, and why here?
Right.
And so
I agree.
so
I
so
agree.
it was like, even if he did live in Pennsylvania, I don't think they really knew that. So it was like, okay, well, uh, no, this ain't gonna work. We don't want this. So let's do better next time, Republicans, in terms of that. And then yeah, it's going back to the drawing board. What worked, what didn't work,
Well, yeah,
and then
because I was thinking about that even like for here, right? Like
mhm.
in Washington, because so in 2024, Inslee will be back up for reelection. Okay. Like I can't do another 13 seconds with that man. He's cost me 4 Twitter accounts. So with that being
Jeez.
said, um,
Wow.
and device ban, just so you know. That's how bad it was. Device ban on Twitter. Okay. Between him and the dementia monkey, done. Checkmate. I don't care. I'd do it all again. So now that Elon's there, I'm starting to slowly ease my way back. That I had to steal my daughter's Twitter account. So and then I had to get rid of everybody, and then I have to like start from zero, right? So when you lose your Twitter account with 100,000+ followers because you're banging on your governor and the president, it just speaks volumes. But I'm hoping Elon will allow me a little bit more grace. But what I would like to know here in Washington, what I recognize is that King County, the county I live in, the largest county, um, everyone's
Wow.
very, very. Uh-oh, I got a crying kid. Hold on. Everyone's very forward, right? So they're very moderate. They're very liberal. They're out of control. They're out of control. So I don't think that anyone other than like a purple haired, I don't know, gay, trans, I don't know, Ethiopian, um, would make a difference. Like you'd have to fit like all of their criteria of bubbles. I just don't know that a conservative could ever make it here because they like the way they live. They like being um what do you say? Segregated? So they were all for the passports, the vaccine passports. They were all for hey, true. They were all for masking. Like they're for that. So how do you change that mindset?
You can't.
So like no one's gonna appeal to that unless you're like if you come in talking about you can't kill your baby. Yeah, no, they're not voting for you.
Right. Well, I mean, again, that's the difference between like a New York Republican. I think it was Macho who said this. So, like a Kentucky Republican, it's like totally different. It's
Right,
still Republican, but it's still a way you have to finesse it when you're in New York versus when you're in Kentucky. You can just say it straight up.
right.
When you're in New York, you still have people who don't want to be railroaded, quote unquote, out of their rights. So you have to sort of finesse it in a way like it's, hey, okay, cool. I'm not for this procedure, but you know, I'm especially not for it after time X, Y, and Z. So it's like you got to be clear and concise with the constituents. But I don't know, just up there, if those people are that extreme, I mean, why make the effort? I don't get it. I mean, I get that some people want to say. I got somebody yelled at me on my Instagram for calling New York and California the dumbest states in the union.
Well, they are.
Well, some of us are we're here and we're fighting the good fight and we're not gonna leave. And I was like, I don't care. I said what I said. So if you're in a place where you know it's unwinnable and you choose to stay there, I'm not crying for you. So
And I think that's kinda like how it boils down, right? Like, it's just the ultimate is just this is what it is. All the people who are like-minded are leaving the states, right? So that's
right.
why they talked about New York, California, Oregon, Washington. All the people you coulda got on your side, they've all moved.
Ah,
Hey, Snowman,
right.
welcome back. Yeah, they've all moved, right? They're all like, "We're out of here." So they've all relocated to Florida. That's why think about Florida. DeSantis. Okay, let's talk about DeSantis.
Yo, that was the best mollywop.
Listen,
Like,
listen. He took an entire state and turned it red. Not only did he take the entire state and turn it red, he took the 2 counties, what was it, Mater Dei, um,
hmm
and what I can't remember the other county that didn't even vote for him the previous 4 years,
wow,
and they voted for him. Now,
wow.
the one thing I could say about Mater Dei is that's where all the Cubans live, and they're the reason that Trump took Florida was modern day. They showed out. They was like, "Nah, we're not doing this communist bullshit no more. That's why we're here." So he turned the 2 counties that didn't vote for him prior to him, and the entire state is red. Why
And I
can
don't understand how mainstream media don't see that success. That's how you govern,
Yes.
and that's how you're effective. And when you make firm decisions like he made with protecting the elections, because if he didn't take those provisions, no math,
Mhm.
everyone's not getting a mail-in ballot. We're not ballot harvesting. We're going to actually have a police force that actually protects the election. If those provisions were not put in place, he would have still won, but not by as much because, of course, they would have tried their little shit that they tried.
Last time.
So yeah, no,
Mhm.
we're not going to. He was, and that's leadership right there, saying no, 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 no,
And I
no,
think
no.
too that I believe is the key to the success, right? Is the
Right,
leadership.
right.
Strong leadership. No matter if you agree or not, you need somebody who's going to make the decision and stand by their decision.
Facts, exactly. And I
That's
think that's the problem. People waver to the mob so quickly, or they're so scared they're gonna lose everything. Fuck it, I'll lose everything. But the one thing you'll never say is I was a punk.
right.
Oh,
Right.
I'll
Because,
figure out how to get my money back. Like Kanye, he's gonna figure out how to get his money back.
oh,
The
yeah.
fuck,
You know what there's going to be? There's going to be Yeezy stores.
right?
And we're going to walk in and we're going to go to the Yeezy store and we're going to buy our Yeezys from Yeezy. And you know what?
And
They
you
probably,
literally have other black rappers who own property
yes, I saw that
who are gonna work with him.
in
So it's
Georgia.
like, what are we doing? What are we
Mhm.
talking about?
Well, and I think too, like, and we can kind of segue even into that because that would be like a nice, we can talk about that too. But um, my thing is that we focus on things that are like people pleasing, right? As opposed to being doing the best thing for the people. And DeSantis has always done the best things for the people.
Facts.
He recognized what his state needed. And if we remember during the height of COVID, all
hmm
of these you must wear a mask people, where were they? Oh, in Florida
And with no mask on.
with no mask on, vacationing
Risking it
in
all,
freedom.
bitch. Risking it all.
Right, in freedom, right? They were there vacationing in freedom, right? So so when you really stop and you really think about that, right? You literally went to the state that everyone despises so much, had so many negative things to say about how they're gonna kill everyone, okay?
Yep,
And y'all
yep.
was all there, dancing from the AOC to the House Speaker to Don Lemon to I mean,
Mm,
everyone.
Lemon.
Yeah, they were all there being free in Florida, but DeSantis is so horrible. But if you think about it, no more people fell dead in in Florida, and there was how many tourists coming in and out of that place?
Right. And the rates were relatively, I think, damn near even with California, who did the craziest.
Right, the
So I was,
craziest lockdowns, the most
and that's
insane
why I left.
lockdowns.
I was left. I'm like, I'm a freelancer. Like every job I have depends on me showing up.
Right.
I don't have sick days, FMLA, and all this other fancy shit. I have show up or don't eat. And so when I'm sitting there, like, okay, waiting for the government to figure out what they're gonna do with people who fall in my category, I ain't got time for this. I was like, oh, exit plan. Let's start. Fuck that. And I got the fuck out of there. I'm good.
Well, and I think that that's what it is, right? So, like so even like, that was, like, one of the things we talked about, um, during this whole time of the election. Like, I'm happy for me personally that the midterms have passed because now I'm gonna get my life back, right? So, I have, like, one more big reorg meeting, next month that I need to do, and it's kind of interesting when I went to the Tiffany Smiley event, on Tuesday. Her and Matt Larkin were there. Those are, like, the 2, like, big people, and, it was interesting because I had all these people coming to me and talking to me. So, I have a really good friend, and she's like, "Hey, people were reaching out asking if you were here. They wanna talk to you." So you have the media, like, sticking a microphone in your face and then all this other stuff. People I'd never met before. They're like, "Hey," all these, like, big money people are like, "Hey, we wanna talk to you, we'll invest some money and da 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 da," and I'm, like, looking at them like, "Look, first off, let stop. I'm not gonna be your little fucking token. I'm not gonna be your little fucking token, okay? Because I know you've heard about me. Because that's the problem. They've heard about me, right? So this person told that person, "Oh my god, you gotta meet her, da, 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 da," right? "You gotta meet Keisha, da, da, da." And I said, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the only person that's about to keep me in check is my mother.
Woo!
I said, "So, unless you're about to put her on staff, I'm probably not the one for you." I said, "Because I will motherfuck somebody in a minute. I don't care."
Man.
I said, "So none of you are gonna be able to control me. None of you are gonna be able to tell me what to do. None of you are gonna tell me, well, you need to do this or that. No, you're gonna need to call Christina. Okay. You're gonna have to put her like on speed dial and just have me in the phone and have her in the audience. So then when I look up and be like, oh, well, okay. I can't say that because my mother's here. And I'm not allowed to use those words in front of my mother. So let me think how I'm gonna rephrase this. Right. And so, but everyone's like, you need to run for state representative. So what people don't know is in Washington State, and probably most states, your state, there's a state representative. One is female, one is male,
Mm, mm.
but they have a lot of power. So that's
Hey.
really the position you want because you're sitting at the state level, but you're the one that makes essentially you represent your state, right? So everyone is that's the position that everyone is like, I would love for you to do that. I said, well, I said, we can talk about it because it's a big responsibility. And it's only one meeting a year, which is nice. So you don't have to give up everything because you just have to attend one meeting a year. I said,
Okay.
yeah, so that's the nice part. And then I said, okay, I said, we might be able to do that. I said, but just understand that I'm going to come not looking like the normal politician. So there's no husband. The kids are I mean, I could drag my kids around if you want for a couple of things, and they can take some pictures. I got a couple of those. I said, "Maybe I'll make my daddy show up at everything." He's retired. He could be like the fill-in. He's retired. Maybe I'll make my daddy show up at everything. I said, "And, I'm not going to conform." So, you figure, I'm covered in tattoos, I ride a Harley, like, the edge is different, right? And so yeah, so that's kind of like the talks. We'll see what happens after December. I'm not thinking about it. I don't really care. I've done enough for this state that doesn't want to change. And so I need to rethink it. But yeah, so that's kind of like I think what most of us need to do. Like we need to kind of start evaluating. Thank you, True. Oh, that's right. You know what? True can actually be my stand-in. I'll just drag him everywhere. Just be like, let's go, True. He can actually be my stand-in. I'll just drag his ass everywhere. Jill will let me do it. So so yeah, so I think that most of us need to kind of maybe start looking at it in that sense, like where can we start to kind of infiltrate our states that are not quite getting it, and then have
Right.
some change there, like kind of slide in under the radar, right? So like if I don't I should have took a picture of my ballot, but um in my district 37, there was not even one Republican running.
Wow. Yeah, because they pretty much gave up,
Yes,
which is
and it's hard to get people to run because why are you running just to lose?
right. And it's a lot of fucking work,
Mhm.
and
It is.
it's a lot of dog in it, and meetings and interviews and press and and only for me to sit up here and get mollywopped by 30 points. Like, come on, like I ain't got time for this.
Right, and
So
it's
yeah, I
embarrassing,
get it.
right?
Right.
You
There's no path to victory here. So what am I doing?
right, and so they're talking about that, and they're like, "We have to get people, to run." It's sad to see that Arizona used to be largely red, and now are purple, extremely purple, and that's because so many people from California moved to Arizona.
Right.
So many
Exactly.
people.
Exactly.
No, I haven't looked. I can't give you a definitive on Joe Kemp because our ballots are still being counted. I mean, everything is a drop box, so it's don't get me started about Washington. But
Wow.
anyways, yeah, you can't vote in person here. I think there's like 3 vote in person places in this whole state of Washington. It's insane. They don't
Wow.
they want you to mail it in, they want you to do it early, and they want you to drop it. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. And the fact that the state allows it is crazy. Like no one pushes back on it. They're just everyone's okay with it. It's like,
We know why they allow it. We know why.
well, yes. Okay, well, we do have the most corrupt of corrupt in Jay Inslee, who still, hold on, you guys, has emergency powers from COVID.
Jeez. Wow.
Will not relinquish them. Fighting,
Wow.
but they control the House and the Senate here, right? So everyone's a Democrat. So they're all just over there with, power hungry, like, yeah, Jay, sure, Jay, do whatever you want, Jay. Yes, Jay. No lube is needed. Just keep bending us over. It's fine. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So, anyways, we should probably segue. I think like normally we would have like a
Wait, wait,
commercial
wait,
break.
wait, wait. Before you segue,
Yeah.
I just say really quickly that we can't forget my governor, Greg Abbott. He mollywopped Beto by over 11%. And
Yeah.
what I do not understand for the life of me is I'm looking at the Texas map, right?
Mhm.
It's bloody red, obviously little blue dots where all the major cities are. But the part that really surprised me is the border, like the counties on the border with Mexico.
Uh-huh.
So many of them went blue. I'm trying to get the. I would love to go talk to these people and see if they're really this stupid. So I just want to know. I just want to know. I have
Okay, so
questions.
so you know what? Okay, we don't even have to segue. Like, I mean, I think we would take like a commercial break midway through, but I don't even know where the hell the commercial break is. So like check this out, right? So I was looking at all the videos, like I was trying to like play them before we started.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, hopefully I won't play the wrong one. But then I was like, well, who gives a shit if I do? And so like I'm all like looking. I'm like, oh wait, that one's Glenn's, right? I'm all like, I'm like clicking. I'm like, oh wait, I think this is our commercial break. Oh, who gives a shit? Anyways, I'll figure it out over the weekend. Just be glad I'm here. So, anyways,
Yeah.
so in New York, so let's talk about that. New York.
Yes.
Did you see
Wow.
like everything was red except for like the major cities like New York City,
Yeah.
Syracuse, the ones that count.
Right.
And
Yeah, I'm here.
they're the ones that win. So like, okay, so they did a lot of redistricting here in
Hmm.
Washington. They did it in most states, right? I'm wondering if that's the reason they do it.
Of
Be-
course.
because if you look at New York, how can you have that much red? And then the cities, like New York City with like what the most people, they're the ones that determine who gets and who in New York City is safe that they would want that same idiot as governor. Like, can someone explain that to me? Maybe we should start doing some road interviews. Maybe we should start talking to these people. Like, why would you reelect these idiots? Like,
Like it made no sense, and I really thought that the people finally woke up. Again, like I said before, I understand why y'all picked the mayor that y'all picked right now.
yeah,
The Republicans was shit. I'm clear. I'm with you on that. You know, so I got that. I don't know how the hell that man got the nomination. I don't know the process in New York anymore. I don't care. But with the governor, she wasn't even duly elected to governor. She was elevated to governor because
right,
Cuomo is gone. So,
right.
and clearly she's a Buffalo New Yorker, so it's a different vibe or whatever, and that's fine. But She is clearly not in touch. She's clearly not on the ground. I've said this before. She's clearly not understanding the people's concerns, and the people, dumbasses, still went out and pulled the lever for her. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm just baffled. I'm literally baffled. And this is the tribalism shit that I talk about. Like, I'm not just gonna
Right.
vote for you because you're a Republican. If I think you're shitty, I'm not voting for you. Fuck you and fuck it. Now, if it comes down to the my some major shit that I care about is on the line, eh, I may have to bite the bullet, but it's not gonna be a default. I'ma just do it just because you are. No, 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 no.
Well,
Like, Homeboy was definitely the better candidate, and so I was sitting here like, how could you not see that? Even the dude that ran against Chuck Schumer, the black dude, the
right.
black Republican that ran against Chuck Schumer, he was definitely better.
Yes.
Y'all had Chuck Schumer for like 900 years. Chuck Schumer don't give a fuck about you, and you are still going in the booth saying, "This is our dude." Okay, New
Well,
York, you get everything you deserve.
and
Do
more.
not flee our asses to any other state that
Mhm.
has their freedoms. We don't want you here.
Yeah. Because think about it too like this. So here in Washington, Patty Murray has been in office for 30 years.
For years.
Tiffany Smiley ran probably one of the best candidates by a Republican ever. If
Wow.
anybody had the opportunity to beat her, it was Tiffany Smiley.
Wow.
And she didn't like mop her up, and we thought it would be a lot closer, right? That's why I don't
Okay.
trust the bullshit. But it wasn't like I mean, obviously they're still counting, but it's like 50, maybe 52% to like 47 or whatever, right? 48%. So it's not
Okay.
like it's huge, right? But if
Blowout.
yeah, but if anyone had the opportunity to win, it was her. I mean, her
Mm.
campaign was solid. She's been campaigning for 18 months. She was it. And I
Wow.
truly believe that I think the biggest mistake that Tiffany Smiley made, if I had to say anything that was a mistake, she didn't come to Seattle.
She didn't come to Seattle.
She did not come to Seattle. So she went all around Seattle. So she was in King County, but she went all around Seattle. But you literally have to go into downtown Seattle where all these hipsters, yuppie, derelicts live in these high rises. And you have to get amongst them. These people, listen. In downtown Seattle, you can't even walk from one corner to the next without a homeless person spitting on you, throwing their shit on you, hitting you, trying to.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
even safe in downtown Seattle anymore.
Wow.
Yet you're voting for the people who've been there for 30 years and have done nothing to change it. Nothing. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, the crime is the highest it's ever been in Seattle, but yet you reelect the same people who have been there for 30 years doing nothing. It is fascinating to me. Like, I really would like to know how much weed you're smoking because I'm thinking that's the problem. They're all so high, they don't even know what they're doing. Um, because you can hear, right? So everyone's high. I mean, the dogs are high. The homeless
Wow.
people are getting high. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. You ain't got no home, but you're high.
Right.
They probably give it away for free. Um, but then I think so we have 7.8 million or 7.3 million, whatever. Probably, 6.8 million are homeless. So maybe that's why only 2 million people voted. um, so because the rest of the people are homeless.
Shit,
Um,
it feels like
right.
it.
So I think I would try to I would really like to know, like, I did a lot of door knocking within my, like, area, and the people vote here, right? But I wonder, like, or at least they say they're gonna vote, but I wonder what in Washington. I don't even care at this point, like, if another Democrat won, right? But I would like to see more people vote. If it's siren, sorry, the fire truck's getting ready to go by. Um, so if more people would get out and vote, it would make more sense to me, right? So you don't have to go to a voting pool. They literally mail it to you. You can literally fill out the bubble and put it back in the mail. Why are more people not voting?
Mm,
Think about that.
interesting.
So So if all you had to do was fill in the bubbles, drop it, you don't even have to go anywhere. You could just drop it back in your mailbox. Leave it for your postman. Why did only 2 million people vote when it's that easy? You don't have to go and physically vote.
Right.
Why?
Wow.
So for me personally, that's something that I'm going to be exploring. That's something that I would like to know. Like maybe I'll just spend a weekend like getting back into the community and finding out like how many people voted. Like, did you vote? Did you vote? Just kind of doing like a little survey, right? Because I
Right.
I promise you the people that voted are the wealthy, right?
Mm.
So like if I went into every single like upper class area, those people voted because those people care, right? Because those are the
Right.
people throwing the money at all of these people running. Those people voted. So where's the other 5 million people? Where are those 5 million people? And why
Mm.
didn't they vote? So
Mm.
I think that's more of a concern for me than anything is like how do we raise the number of people voting? How do we get people to understand if you don't feel like your vote matters for on the federal level, it surely matters on the state level.
It matters more on the state level,
Mhm.
and yeah,
So,
that's where it's at.
yeah, so, like I said, if you look at Texas, if you look at Florida, the numbers were high. The amount of people, I think over 8 million people voted in each of those states, just for governor. 8 million people, over 8 million people voted, and when I looked, if I may be off a little bit, but it was close to 8 million people, if not a little more.
It
So
was more.
huh?
It was more than 8 million.
Okay. So how many people actually live in those states, right? So, like, let's look at that, right? And then and see like what the percentage of the actual residents of the state voted.
Mm.
Because I would like to know why is it that they find it more important? What are they doing in Florida? What are they doing in Texas that shows the people that your vote is valued that we're not doing here?
I don't know. I kind of felt like in Texas, it was sort of a battle for like the soul of Texas. Like you are
Right.
not coming here and ruining this state with y'all tomfoolery. Y'all
Okay.
not coming here and turn this state blue. So I think people were just revved up with that. And they're like, y'all can keep y'all little cities, y'all little densely populated pockets, but do not come over here with this dumb shit. We're good.
And maybe that's true too because a lot of people like migrated from other states,
Right.
like California,
Oh my
even
gosh.
here, New York, like especially Florida. I mean,
Right.
that's why I was so impressed with Florida. But from what I understand, a lot of people, it wasn't like Democrats that left their states. It was Republicans that left those states and went to Florida. I mean, I don't like Florida, because I don't like humidity. But
I
I
like humidity when I'm naked,
oh Jesus. Okay,
but
well, AJ,
if I
in
trying to
our
go to work
real
in that
world,
humidity, nah.
okay, well, in
Ooh.
our real world, we don't walk around naked. Okay? And not all of us are in shape like you, and some of us have roles that we don't want to sweat in. Okay? Thank
Well,
you.
hey, look, having gone to the nude beach in Miami several times, there's a lot of questionable bodies, but hey, live your best life.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, okay. Okay. Let me just say this. Okay. 5 or 6 years ago, I would have been with you at the nude beach. I would have been there. Okay. Uh, Today, I don't wanna see myself nude, so
Uh,
I don't think I'll
hey,
be at the nude beach. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Now I know that if I ever am in Miami near a nude beach, I will text you and make sure you're not. Okay? I don't want
hey,
I don't wanna see that.
dun,
I don't wanna be like, "Hey, brother."
dun, 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 dun,
So
dun, dun, dun,
yeah,
dun.
yes, Christina, he likes to be moist. So anyways, so yeah, so I would like to know I would like to know what they are doing. You okay? You
Yeah,
good?
I'm
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Look,
I would like to
my
know.
look at the COVID cough, but go ahead.
Oh, Lord, take some cough syrup. I would like to know what they're doing there that people are like, "Yeah, we need to show up and vote." And it could be like you say, they just don't want to make sure there's no mistakes, right? They don't want to make sure that like something accidentally slips by. Like, oh my God, what
Right.
happened? I should have voted, right? Um, but that proves that every vote does count. If every legal vote, I mean, if you do it right, right? If you do it right, it could work.
Right.
The system could work. So really quick while
That,
we have these last few minutes, because
mm.
um, I didn't do no commercials or videos or fuck, I don't even know. Lord, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know how Macho does it. Um, uh, it's too much work,
Gotta
and
practice. Practice makes perfect.
no, I don't need
Gotta
to practice.
practice.
No, actually, I don't need to practice. You know why I don't need to practice? Because this is not my gig. Okay, he's gonna have to bring his ass back eventually. He's gonna have to bring it back. He can be on his little break, his little vacation, his little hiatus, whatever the fuck. I don't know, but I'm not practicing nothing. I figure if he sees me failing bad enough, he'll be like, "I need to go back." I did say that to him. I told him I was like, "I'm just gonna run it into the ground, and then you'll be like, 'Oh my god, look what she's doing. I need to return.'" So I figured we'll just have like Keisha and AJ hour, and we'll just throw shade at people and just be assholes. So
uh,
now that we're coming in, and we didn't even do like a sports hour on Monday. So
that
can we
was my. I'm delusional. What is today? Wednesday?
Thursday? Thursday. So
Oh,
there's going to be a game tonight. So we should talk sports a little bit because we didn't even do a sports hour on Monday
oh,
because your friend was having his emotional breakdown and like
oh, Jesus.
we couldn't even talk about sports. So we should at least do a little bit of sports really quick since it is Thursday.
Sure.
So I don't even remember who played now because it's been damn near a week.
Are you talking about last Sunday
Yeah,
or
just like we should just kind of catch up since it's Thursday. So who plays tonight?
the
Uh,
Falcons Panthers? Boring, but
boring.
we'll see.
Oh, so it's not even a game we're talking about. Okay, so let's just touch on this. The Seahawks. The 49ers had a bye, thank God, so I don't even have to talk about a win or a lose. I can just stay hype on the win that we came off of last week. So
But we're still where are we still?
I don't know
Let me
where are you? You're still
let let
playing? You're still
let
playing.
me know where the Seahawks
Oh
rank in the
Jesus.
NFC West,
Okay,
please.
okay, okay. We know they're number one, AJ.
Oh
We know they're number
yeah.
one. Okay, so let's just give AJ his moment. Oh, I think I could clap on my thing. I think I
That
have
would
some
be
clapping or something. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do for you guys. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play with this thing called a soundboard. Okay.
low.
And we're gonna figure it out. And I'm gonna learn how to use it. And you can clap. I don't know, but something. I know it meows and shit. Like here, let me push the button. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's not doing it. I don't know. Maybe I need to turn the sound up. Shit, who cares? So, anyways, so the Seahawks are number one. So
Yes.
this is what I want to say about the Seahawks because after
Mhm.
last week's game,
Mhm.
as much as it pains me to say, as
Oh, go.
nauseous as it makes me,
Mhm. Go ahead.
they are playing so fucking well. It makes me sick.
It was the nobody saw that coming. I was
I'm
like, I
not
was
even going to lie to you. You would have never known that this was not the team from 5 years ago, how well they're
right,
playing right now.
right.
So what this makes me think was there really must have been a true little bit of, things going on in the background with your boy.
Russ.
Yeah, because they're playing better as a team than they did last season with your boy.
Well, he got injured last season. Let's
I
keep
know,
that
but
in
I
mind.
still think there was some other
And
things going on in the background
oh
because
yeah, yeah, of course, of
yeah,
course. We've known for a couple years that something was a little off, and then it shows up. It literally shows up in the game. Like
yes,
you can. And so when everyone's like, well, why is he not? Doesn't seem like this cohesion? Like blah blah blah. And then yeah, that's because all of that stuff that y'all fighting about in the locker room is right out here too.
it's right out there. So yeah, they're really they look good. They
Yeah,
I'm
they look.
impressed. Like,
I was
this
like,
looks
oh
like a team that if they keep going down this path, they can do well in the playoffs. They could
yeah. I mean, I'm just like, wow, could they actually get back to the Super Bowl? That would
you
be
know
great.
what, AJ, I'm not gonna lie to you, even though I almost threw up a little bit in my mouth right now. Um, I had to swallow it. I had to swallow it. I had to swallow it because that was bad. You're not it doesn't seem far-fetched the way they're playing. Like, honest to God, it does not seem far-fetched with how well they're playing as a team,
Right.
collectively as a team. Even when they're, like, down or even when it's, doesn't it seems like they're not connecting, they are connecting and they are pulling together and they are pulling it together. This is my
It,
fellow 49er right here.
it's gonna be, we have to go through Philly, obviously, but
Okay, so let's discuss them.
mhm.
Um,
uh,
for more
I mean,
reasons than one, this is a team I hate more than the Seahawks. Well, let's be honest. Hold on. Let me tell the truth. You ready? You ready? There's one
go
reason
ahead.
why I hate this team.
Oh
There's
boy,
only
go
one
ahead.
reason that I hate this team right
Mhm,
now. Okay. I
mhm.
never had a problem with the Eagles until now. And not the fact that because they've been undefeated before. The Eagles have played.
Right.
When was that? There was maybe it was 10 years ago. I don't know, but they were like they had a record like this before.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was, if not 10, a little over 10.
Right, they had a record like so we've seen this from the Eagles before, but there's one
Mhm.
particular person that just destroys it for me. Now, I will say there is one other person, Prince, who makes me want to like them because I do love me some Prince,
Yeah.
but then there's another person that makes me just
Yes. And
nauseous.
I know who that is. Yes, so we know. We know.
Yes, so, Mr. I can't leave my state without permission. So, with that being said, um, are they really
Oh,
this
man.
good? Are they
I
re
think they are. Um,
You think?
I think. I mean, I saw the potential in Jalen Hurts. It was just a matter of, was the coaching going to get it together? Were the coordinators going to get it together? Was the front office going to be all right? And then
Oh.
were we going to get the pieces around him that he needs? And it looks like it seems to be working. Um,
Hmm.
even because they like this. Who they play last? That game wasn't an easy win. That was a
Yeah.
they had to fight for
Yeah.
it. And
Oh, yeah,
so,
because that was a great game. Who was that?
and
Uh,
so
I can't remember now.
find it. Let me find it.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was oh, I
oh, it was the Tex. It was the
right,
Texans.
right.
And
Yeah, that was a
so,
great game.
and I don't know if they thought they were just this is gonna be like an easy team to work with or beat. But Texans was like, no, you're gonna earn this. First of all, you in our house. Let's start with that.
Right.
And so you in our house, and if you're going to beat us, you're not. It's gonna be a bloody win. And so,
Yeah, so,
so that's where I really measure teams is in those rough games,
in
and
those
it's
rough yeah,
rough, and you
yeah.
gotta earn that W. Oh yeah, that's when it matters.
Yeah, I just are the Texans that good, though?
But
That's
they
what
made
I'd
them
be
earn it.
thinking, like, are the Texans that good? Was it just a good game played? I don't know. But, yeah, I'm really
They don't have a bad defense. I'm not
No, they
saying
don't, but
they're.
I just never expected them to be undefeated this late in the season.
Oh, you talking about the Eagles? I'm talking about the Texans.
Oh,
They
the
have an okay,
Texans. Oh, okay.
and so it was to go up against that defense and to get the W. I mean, yeah, they earned it. They earned that W. I mean, yeah.
Oh, nannies, she
Only
said
time
it.
I rooted for the Eagles was in the Super Bowl because I don't like Tom Brady as a Patriot.
Right.
But other than that, that's the only reason why I ever rooted for the Eagles. But anyway,
Yeah, that Christina, bring the smoke, Keisha. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, if they're, like I don't know, I just it's a little shocking. I think there's been more teams that I'm more surprised they're not doing as well. Like, I'm even surprised with Denver that they're not playing better. Like, I feel like this was, like, sabotage to Russ. Like, I almost feel like they're doing it on purpose. I don't know, maybe I'm reading more into it.
no, what it is not Russ, and I keep telling people this. It's
Right.
not him.
No, I agree
And
with you that it's not I no, I agree with you that it's not him because the one thing you can never take away from him is his caliber of play, right?
Right.
So we recognize what he is as a quarterback. Like you can never take that from him, no matter if you like him, you don't, whatever. And
Right.
so he performs well under pressure. Like
Right.
he just does. Like he's always taken games and gone to the next level. The question is, why is he not getting the respect that he deserves on the field?
Because Russ he's not a conventional dude. Like he's just
Yeah.
like what homeboy said, he's square. Right?
Yeah.
So, and he's very optimistic, even to nauseam,
Right.
and it's
You're
just
right. You're right.
ugh,
I don't know. When I
he
said that,
tried
it just
he
reminded
tried
me of.
once.
Go ahead. Wait, look. It just reminds me when I said that. It reminded me of Mommy Dearest. Like I could totally hear her saying, "Give me the respect I deserve. Don't fuck with me, fellas." So I think
So,
I've seen that movie
like,
too
I
many
know
times.
people like, yes, and his thing is, it's not gonna be instant oatmeal, and sometimes it
Yeah.
takes a season for y'all to figure out all the kinks. They gotta fire that head coach. He has to go.
Yes, yes. You see that they had his face up when they fired all these they're firing all these other,
Yeah,
head coaches.
yeah.
He's, like,
The
on the chopping block, they're
Lions coach
saying.
is definitely on the chopping block,
Mhm.
and especially if they had lost that game in London, he would have been gone. He would have been fired before the plane landed back in the states.
Yeah,
He would have
like
been.
yeah,
So yeah,
they're saying that, like, um that he's on the chopping block. I'm not a big fan of firing coaches midseason. Um, I'm just not
I
a
am.
I know
If they're
you
fucking
are,
up like
AJ.
if they're fucking up like this, yes.
I know.
Now,
I'm not a big fan
if
of it.
yeah, and this is like we need, yeah, Russ. We need a better coach, and we need, yeah. It literally starts at that front office, and if that's messed up, it don't matter how great the players are, because Jerry, the offense is not scrubs. They're not scrubs, and
You're
so
right.
it's like
You're
we're
right.
sitting here like, why isn't this clicking? Because you
I
don't have the right coach.
Yeah, I don't understand it, like, I don't like watching football that looks like, Pop Warner football, like grown ass professionals running around like
Right.
lost, like there's no communication. People are like, "What? You said left? Oh, I
Exactly.
thought you said right." Like, I don't like watching that. So that's hard for me. Um,
But that's a testament to the genius of Pete Carroll too. He is a great coach.
he is. He is.
He can
Yes, he
literally
is.
take. He took third and fourth round people and made them superstars.
Yes, you're right.
And so it was like that is great coaching, and to see the potential in somebody and to know how to bring it out of them.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you need. That's what Russ needs.
He
You
does.
know,
He
and
does.
it's like you're never above coaching, no matter how many years you've been playing. So you always need that eye and that person to really and to work with your wide receivers and everybody.
Right.
And so it's like, yeah, he ain't it. That Nathaniel Hackett, he ain't it.
Okay. Well, he ain't it. Well, my lovely hour is here.
Okay.
That went fast. I want to say this to
Hey.
everybody. Thank you for joining me and my favorite guy, AJ, and my shit show called The Morning Show. So what we're gonna do is this is what we're gonna do. We're not even gonna really tag it as The Morning Show. We're gonna be fair. We're just gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a name by Monday, and that way Macho does not get drugged down in our fire.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna spend the weekend like playing with my things. I don't know. One of these things I have, these soundboard things. And then I'm gonna figure it out. I mean, I did good. I was able to get AJ in and turn up his volume. Like, see, that's a start. I'm gonna figure out this video thing. Okay. I probably need to get a different setup or something. I don't even know. And then we'll come back on Monday and then we'll do like our sports hour. So who do we think's gonna win tonight? Even though it's gonna be a shitty game. It's probably gonna be 3-0.
I'll,
Look, it's
I'll
probably gonna
go.
be 3-0. So who do we think's gonna win? Who's the teams again? The
I got just
Falcons.
the Falcons and the Panthers.
What isn't like the Falcons like 1 in like 12? I mean, have they even won a game? What's
What's
going
their
on?
record? Um,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I don't know. But okay. I'm like, what is their record? Like, have
oh
they even
man,
won a game? Like, what are we talking about?
they're four and five,
Oh,
and the Panthers are 2-7.
oh Jesus. Okay, well let's go with the Dirty Birds, the
I'm gonna
Falcons.
go with Falcons.
Let's go with
Make
the
the play.
Falcons. I like that black and red. I'm gonna pick based like a girl thing. I like their jersey. How about that? I
Yeah,
like their helmet. Shit, I don't know.
it's a good color scheme.
Yeah,
I'll give it.
we'll go with that. So we're gonna pick the Falcons to win tonight. We probably will not make it to halftime because, like I said, it'll probably be a 3-0 game. But we're gonna go with it. Maybe somebody will show up and play some football. I doubt it because at this point the fans could probably play better for both teams. And we'll do this on Monday. So we're gonna return on Monday. Thank you guys for being so supportive. You know, I love you. We're gonna return on Monday. And on Monday, I'm gonna figure out like how to run the commercial. Um, what else do I need to learn, AJ? Oh, I'll need to know the sports hour thing. So what we'll do is we'll do like 30 minutes of like news, and then we'll do the rest of the time as a sports hour. And I'm gonna learn how to play the whichever videos that I know how to play it. I just got to figure out which one it is. So I'm not playing like the morning fix when it's the sports hour. Um, and then you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I will get my own introduction because you know what's really shitty is it says
What?
special guest. No, I'm
No, I think
hosting. I'm
introduction.
hosting. I'm hosting.
You're filling in. So
No, no,
you can say
no.
anything.
I'm not filling in. No, I'm not filling in. This is my hour. This
Oh
is mine.
Jesus.
I'm
Oh,
claiming it. Okay. So this is now the morning fix hour with Aint and
Jesus.
co-host AJ. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna make a
Okay.
whole new intro for me and AJ.
Mandy, you in the audience?
Look, I'm gonna make a whole new intro for me and AJ, and we're just gonna have our own hour. Okay, we're just taking over, and you guys are welcome to join us. And then I'm hoping by Monday to have a phone number. I want a phone number, so you guys could call in. That's what
Hey.
I'm trying to do because I don't want to give out like my actual number like to the
Okay, yeah, I can
universe.
give you an app. I can give you an app where you can get
Oh
a
yeah, I
birth
could use
number.
like Google Voice or something, right?
That too. Yeah,
Oh,
that too.
bingo. So I'm gonna get a phone number, and then we're gonna be like dialing it, and we're gonna have like audience participation. That's what we're gonna do. Me and AJ, because you know, with AJ we can do this all by
Just
ourselves.
wanted to say, man, I love you guys. And, keep doing what you're doing. You're speaking the truth.
You're such an ass. Okay, everybody, enjoy your Thursday. We'll be back on Monday. Hopefully, I will be a little bit more professional and organized by then. I doubt it, but who cares?
You will.
We're just
You will
doing
be.
this. I'm going to get some coaching from the expert himself, AJ. He's good at this, and we're going
Ain't
to
the
work it out.
coaching.
Yes, the coaching. You're not going to charge me, right?
Whatever.
You're not going to charge me, right? It's free.
I don't know.
Oh
We'll,
God.
we'll,
Anyways,
we'll talk.
it's been real. Oh wait, I have. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I have to figure out how to like go to the thing. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can find the right video. This is gonna be fun, right? You guys ready? Okay, everybody, have a good one. Bye.